I'm here with Mark from Alpine Energy, and he has a DC fast charger installed in the back of his BYD Shark, and we can use it to charge an EV, including my EV, which is right here. So we're going to pull the cable out and get plugged in. This is probably the coldest day this year in Melbourne so far. It's 10 degrees. I think maybe it's 11 now. It's very cold and it's in between rain, but hopefully we're going to get this all filmed before the rain stops. But let's get going.
Yeah, welcome to winter, Josh.
Yeah.
All right, the first thing we're going to do is just get the cable out of the car, the
Yep.
CCS2.
So it's in this drawer here, the cable.
So we have a 10 meter cable, which is long enough to charge in many different applications.
And then we've got these for safety, so no one trips over it, I guess. And I guess you could wheel something over that if you had to.
We'll plug it in.
Okay, so we're plugged in now.
We are now connected to Josh's car.
Cool.
And we click here, we have pricing.
Yep.
Lucky enough, Mark's paying today.
Thank you.
So we'll do start now.
Please present your card or mobile phone.
We can use credit card.
Authorizing payment. Card validated.
So we have a full instruction of exactly how to do this. So this instruction is for a stationary charging station, which we also have in Northeast Victoria. And we use the same payment facility. We also have another variant which is on an app.
Yeah.
So now I'll show you what's happening in real time on the charger. So we'll come around to the charger. You can see, welcome Josh. We'll go into the charger and we can see we've got a screen over here that's indicating over time Josh's SOC.
Yep.
Sorry, his SOC currently is 27%.
Yep.
This is the amount of energy that has gone into your EV.
Very nice.
And the output,
36 kilowatts.
36 kilowatts.
Very good. Inside the car here, we can see I'm on 27% and getting 35 kilowatts.
Welcome to Alpine Energy mobile EV DC fast charging. Our technology, we have patent pending. We have our own software and hardware. We use the vehicle's own battery, so that the actual system's intrinsically safe. Our customers are growing almost daily. So we've had pretty warm leads from all the major roadside assist companies.
So all these roadside assist companies are looking at buying some BYD Sharks to have you install this system in so they can charge up people on the side of the road if they've run out of charge and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're also tow truck operators
Tow
that are
trucks,
looking
yep.
at this. We've had interest from mining companies as
right.
well.
Yep.
And from utilities. So
Yes.
we had a call yesterday from a prominent utility looking at resilience and disaster recovery.
Yeah.
So essentially, what happens when the power goes out and
Yep.
you're stranded with your EV?
Of course. So this system takes up to 40 kilowatts of power from the BYD Shark's built-in battery system and everything that's already in the Shark, and it puts it into another car.
Correct.
To a regular CCS2 charging cable.
Yeah. So our system at the moment, a 15-minute charge at 40
Yep.
kilowatts, gives the average driver about 65 kilometres.
Yep, which would be a good amount to get on wherever else you need to go. Yep.
Yeah.
So very good.
What should we do now it's raining?
Okay, so we're now sitting inside the BYD Shark here, and we can see all the information on the BYD Shark screen.
So one of the most important things we can see is the climate control. It's nice and warm in the car, being winter outside. So welcome back, Josh. This screen is monitoring and control. Just from a monitoring perspective, what can we see? We can see the car that we're charging, Josh's car's got an SOC of 35%. Our charger's currently outputting 35 kilowatts. This is how many kilowatt hours of energy has gone into the car. So what else can we see? We have GPS coordinates, so we've got satellite communication. Our charging sessions are logged, and we can email a PDF of the charging session when it finishes. We also have phone 4G connectivity, and we have connectivity to our cloud. The advantage of having in-screen control and display means when it's raining like this, you can sit in the car, but an operator can also do other things. So if you think of, for example, a tow truck driver or roadside assist, they might have to do paperwork or any other sort of activities, and they can see what's happening in real time. Just to show you that there is control.
Good.
This is Josh's customer details. We'll go, this is our main screen, contact number. We're actually partnering in collaboration with Exor. They assist us with our software and hardware. They're fantastic to deal with. And we'll just go back to Josh's charging session.
We're up to 37% now, so we're going very well.
What can we see? Down here is the BYD Shark's battery. So it's currently at 36%, and we have a full tank of fuel. In the last 50 kilometers, we've actually used 16.4 kilowatt hours of battery energy. I've just started the generator for Josh, so the petrol engine is now outputting 8 kilowatts just to demonstrate what's happening over time.
So my car's now up to 41% state of charge, so it's topped up quite a bit now. And now, is it possible for my car to drain the BYD's battery?
So it does drain the battery over time, and we have safeguards in place so the BYD battery cannot go fully flat. So what it does is, as it approaches being low SOC, the charger will actually start ramping down its output. However, the generator will also increase its power.
Okay. So the generator can sort of keep it going, and it'll ramp down the charging power if it needs to.
Yes.
So we're all good there.
Yeah.
But really, my car's up to 42% now, so we probably don't need to take much more power. It is fully raining now.
Yeah. Well, this is a good test that it works in the rain.
Yes, it's completely safe to charge in the rain.
Yep.
Yep.
Not looking forward to unplugging the charger. It's good that I've got my winter jacket on.
Yep.
But it's all part of the adventure.
I've done a few unplugs in pouring rain.
Right.
Yep.
So what we're going to do now is just stop the charging session remotely. So we can see this is a DC mobile charger. It's currently occupied. It's got a CCS2 plug, and of course we're charging Josh's car. So we'll go into it. We can see how many kilowatt hours Mark has actually paid for. You'll see that there's a small amount of lag. And why is this? There's a 20-second delay. So Josh's charging session has cost $7.22, and we'll stop it now. So
Please present your card or mobile phone.
and we could hear the charger stop.
And we are done.
And do you want your
44%.
receipt?
Scan the
Oh
QR
yes,
to
so
view your
this
charging
is where
session details.
I can scan the QR code with my phone. My phone will pick it up, there we go. And we have all of the details here, quite a lot of details, and I can download my receipt there.
And it's prompting us to remove Josh's charging cable, or the cable from Josh's car. You must have a safeguard, is it?
There we go.
Okay.
And pack the cable up,
Yep.
and my car is good to go. And this charger is ready for the next charge. So we've moved down here where it's not raining. Well, we've moved undercover to not be rained on, and we're going to get plugged in again. We've got the credit card reader here.
So what can we see? The type of charger is DC mobile charger. We're connected via a CCS2, and it's a 40 kilowatt charger.
Yep.
So I'm going to tap to go into the charger. I should say this is a kiosk, so we could actually see multiple chargers here, but
Yep.
For this instance, we've only got one, so we go into it. We can see the tariff, so it's 60 cents per kilowatt hour, and we'll demonstrate starting the charge.
Okay.
So we hit start,
There.
and I use my credit card on my phone, just tap, and
And on the screen in here, I just heard a click, which is usually a good sound.
we'll see our output power start to ramp up.
The car's at 44%. Output power is 4 kilowatts, going 5, 6, 7, 8, and off we go.
There's your previous charging session. We'll make it a bit bigger.
That's state of charge, is it? Yep.
That's state of charge. So
Yep. So the state of charge went up.
we started about 20.
Yep. 28 or something, I think it was.
Yep.
And it ramped up and then went to 0 when my car was unplugged, and we can see it's just gone back up again when we plug the car in again, and it'll continue to climb now. It's raining again now.
It's raining again, and
Yep. I'm scared that's going to be